As we can see, this is going to be Ramses versus Peeko. And a lot of people say Ramses, but it's actually Ramses.
Yeah, it's his actual name, people.
Yeah, yeah.
So you pronounce it the native way.
Yeah, Ramses. But we say Ramses all the time.
Yeah, Ramses is just how the English would say it.
Yeah, probably. Ramses is probably a better pronunciation, but whatever. So what do you think of this matchup and these particular players fighting or facing off against each other?
Well, historically, it's been in favor of Zero Suit Samus.
Yeah.
Of course, she was nerfed a bit, so it's probably not as much in favor, but there weren't fundamental changes to how ZSS functions in neutral. So I still think it will be at least slightly in favor of ZSS.
Yeah.
Do you
That
know
sounds more accurate.
Do you know the match history between these players?
I
Have they
believe
played before?
Ramses actually has a winning record on Peeko. He actually beat her the last time they played. So
Which was
at a local. I'm
Oh,
not
at a
sure,
local.
like 2 or 3 weeks
probably
ago.
AFK.
Yeah, AFK.
Shoutouts to AFK Rotterdam.
Hope you're watching, boy.
Yeah, when Smashing Rounds returning, dude.
It's actually the 14th of May, I think. I don't remember correctly, but Virgil can probably tell
Okay,
anybody
but
about
now
that.
we're getting into game 1 of Ramses versus
Definitely.
Netji Peeko, opting for Paladin's Temple Omega.
This stage is probably a good pick for both characters, honestly.
It's gonna be easier for Rosalina to roll out Zero Suit, since there are no platforms or alternate routes.
But it's harder to land as well, so Zero Suit has a better juggle game here.
That's true. Of course, Rosalina's aerials are very suitable for breaking out of juggling. Long-lasting, big hitboxes.
Yeah. Ramses is actually very good at getting those zairs on Rosalina, which is actually a very strong tool in this matchup. And his juggle game on both Rosalina and Luma is really good, and that's going to be the Luma stuff.
Yo, I thought that was Peeko already.
Yeah, me too.
She wouldn't fly that fast. That's
Good stuff by Ramses. Not getting too greedy, not going for the up B. Just taking the damage and get it over with. Take stage control back. Peeko gets the grab on the Zair, or the Nair.
Oh, that must be so nice for Zero Suit. One of Rosalina's biggest strengths is, of course, juggling with an insanely powerful Luma up air. But flip kick is probably the number one
back
tool
air.
for escaping juggles.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of characters have these moves where they can just get out of those juggle situations. For example, Xerxes down B, Cheeks bouncing fish, and the side B, and they are really helpful against characters like Rosalina that just want to get the air dodge read or attack read.
If you don't have a move like that and you lost your jump, or even with your jump, you're usually in a lot of trouble with Rosalina, but Zero Suit.
You don't want to challenge that move or air dodge into it, because you die at like ridiculously low percentage.
Yeah, I've died at 10%.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, good forward throw by Peeko. Trying to latch setup, gets the Luma hit on Ramses.
It's unfortunate because he had to confirm out of the Zair too.
Gets another kill with that down B and gets the roll read with up smash. And now we have Peeko in the lead.
Okay, Rosalina looks super dopey when she's dash dancing.
Yeah, exactly. Ramses is trying to get the 2-frame on Rosalina, which is actually easier to do because her head pops up above the ledge when she's recovering. So it's a lot easier to actually get that timing right.
Of course, with her floatiness and her long range up B, she can stall for quite
that was a little
time.
greedy.
Yeah.
And yes, like you said, she can stall a long time, so that was a very good awareness by Peeko that Ramses was trying to get the down smash and just wait for the recovery. Ramses got a little greedy with that up B. Good jabs out of the Zairs. It's really hard for Rosalina to punish that.
I am noticing that whenever Ramses uses a move or a combo that separates Rosalina and Luma,
Oh, great down B.
he's not really going after Luma when they're separated.
No, yeah, you're right. He tries to put more pressure on Rosalina to force Peeko into some habits, I guess.
Do you think that's the best option in this matchup?
Depends on the situation, honestly. If you can get more reward out of going after Rosalina, I'd definitely do that, but
Because
if not...
I know some players that go absolutely ham on Luma as soon as they're separated.
Yeah, exactly. Good combo. Oh, gets the up B.
No. Not gonna be like that.
No. Didn't have the spacing, but he got a few hits in, so it's not like he got punished for it. Ramses is actually very good at playing this match. I actually am surprised how well he's at playing, how he plays this matchup. Ooh, and that's going to be the kill.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
Very good stuff by Ramses. At only 73%, he's not really going to die anytime soon if he doesn't get hit by some raw stuff. Oh, that down B is really good because Rosalina actually has the shield there. Ooh, this is too. That'll be.
Yeah, he doesn't have to take any risk right now.
Yeah, that Nair is very strong against Rosalina because if you get it, that's a lot of damage. Because she's floaty and has a very big hurt box, so you can actually just get a lot of combos on her. And that stun gun just annihilates Luma as an option there because she cannot move.
I like the way.
Oh, that's actually very strong.
I like the way Peeko was playing patiently, even when she was stuck behind you. Some people feel like when you're behind you should take more risk, but I don't think that suits Rosalina in this matchup at all, especially because one paralyzed on confirm would mean death with her lightweight and the power of the boost kick.
Good DI by Peeko, getting out of that LB. And yeah, exactly, Xerxes is that kind of character that just once she hits you, she gets a lot of damage and even to kill at very low percentages, so you want to stay patient against her. Shield a lot because it's a very strong option against Xerxes Samus in general. But I feel like Ramses is one of those Xerxes that's good
he got it!
Oh! Doesn't get the spike, so won't kill her.
Is that because he activated the flip kick on his own?
Yeah.
Otherwise maybe it would... again!
That's going to be the kill.
Yeah.
Very good stuff. That was not unattackable, so Peeko missed attack, I think.
No, maybe she was already preparing for the flip kick, but then came the back air.
Yeah. So very strong stuff by Ramses once again.
So would you go to a platform stage as Rosalina? Of course, all the non-Omegas are platform stages, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I should, if I were Ramses, I would definitely ban Town and City because that stage against Rosalina is just
it's an insta-ban for anyone.
Pretty much. Everybody should ban it against Rosalina.
So that leaves Dreamland and Smashville in terms of stages with the closest blast zone on top.
Yeah, or Battlefield, but
Battlefield has a really big.
Battlefield is not a stage that I would pick as Rosalina against anyone. Really, not against Zero Suit at least.
Zero Suit lives there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny how both Samuses really thrive on Battlefield.
Yeah, exactly. And her juggles on those platforms are amazing too. So I wouldn't go to that stage either. What I would do is probably either Smashville, Smashville or Dreamland.
Smashville, Dreamland.
Yeah, Dreamland, yeah.
That it is. Going to Dreamland. Now, the misconception is that it is just like Battlefield. There are a lot of differences aside from the top blast zone being a lot closer. But it's looking like a balloon check.
Yeah.
Aside from the top blast zone being a lot closer than it is on Battlefield, the stage in general is just wider.
Yeah.
It's more stretched out, if you will. So if you like platforms, but you want a little bit more space, if you feel like Battlefield is a bit too cramped for you, which I reckon a Rosalina player might feel, then Dreamland is the stage for you.
And with Dreamland, also a lot of people misconcepting the fact that the blast zone, the upper blast zone is lower than for Smashville, but as far as I know, it's the same.
It is exactly the same, and the misconception comes from that there are a lot of platforms on the stage, so combos or confirms might get started higher up than they would on Smashville. Yeah. Just they reach the blast zone earlier.
And the upper platform is actually really high.
Yeah, but if you measure straight up from the ground to the top, it is just the same height as Smashville.
And Ramses is already finding himself in a disadvantaged position, but manages to get away without a lot of percent. Peeko's still having momentum though. Gets the grab. And Ramses down B's away immediately, which is a very good tool against Rosalina's juggle game, like you mentioned earlier. Oh, the dash attack. And Peeko actually having a pretty good lead right now.
Yep.
And momentum, which is also very important.
And of course, all those ledge coverage options that Rosalina just has so many powerful tools for, again, are just not as effective against Zero Suit as they would be to other characters, because that flip kick allows you to mix up your recovery beyond belief.
Yeah.
I really do think that flip kick is the single most important tool that Zero Suit might have in this matchup. Oh no!
Oh wow! Okay, that's gonna be a kill. Great stuff by Peeko.
That is the classic Luma into, whoa, you're dead.
Yep, exactly. But that was a great awareness by Peeko and very solid stock. But the stock in general, she played really solid, so...
True, she was ahead right from the start, I believe.
Yes. Very good zoning. Without Luma, just being able to zone out Ramses, who wants to approach. And it shows.
Now Ramses is still just a little bit away from kill percent.
Yeah, exactly. Rosalina has Zerus has very early kill options against literally everybody. Oh, great back air by Ramses.
That was some impressive sumoing, as I would like to call it. Just slowly pushing Rosalina to the corner with those stairs and those neutral airs and finishing off with a back
wow, okay. That's how you work, Rosalina. I see you.
That's so dumb, dude.
Yeah, exactly. But the cornering in this game, the sumoing, as you would name it, definitely very good against Rosalina, but pretty much against every character. A lot of characters just don't, or a lot of people I have to say, just don't know how to corner Rosalina. and how good it actually is, and that's going to be a very solid up
Her
smash.
poor air mobility leaves her with a relatively hard time to get away from there, especially since she has no momentum shifting B moves except for the up B, which you're not going to use it there.
Yeah, and her aerials aren't really that fast either, especially not her forward air and stuff like that. That zone in front of her. So if she's on the ledge, she really doesn't have any real jump options. So she kind of has to get out of there grounded.
Also, her only real option is to slowly push back forward when she's in the corner.
Because rolling all the time is also not really that good as an option. So
sooner or later you're gonna get red.
Yeah, exactly.
Now Ramses is been left in percent right now.
Yeah.
He has a lot of trouble finding the move on Peeko that will finally even up the stock count.
Yeah, he just has trouble killing Peeko right now, and that's going to be the kill. Good up throw by Ramses. Very good out of shield move.
And it covers a lot of horizontal distance, so the roll was not enough there. So that brings him back to even stock count, but he cannot take a single Luma move.
Ooh, that won't kill without rage.
No without rage.
No without rage. But a lot of stuff will. What I don't see Peeko, I actually saw this Japanese Rosalina, right? And what he did was basically he did jab 1, jab 2, and then he nared, which actually has a lot of knockback compared to other options you have out of it. So that's actually a very solid kill confirm.
And that's what you gotta watch out for when you're playing a character that likes to short up so much. People who are aware will at one point try to run under you and get something like an up smash, depending on the character, of course. With some characters just have a really lackluster up smash like Ness. But if you're playing someone like Rosalina, Super Mario, then they will go for that. So be careful where you short up.
Ramses is definitely not out of it. I mean, it's zero suit, so like one hit can actually turn it around, as we all know.
Okay, this is, I think, one of the first times in this game we have seen a Plasma Whip. Looks like a really effective tool for dispatching Luma, actually.
That's also an important part of this matchup, the fact that Zero Suit's edge guarding can be so fatal and so kill so quickly at such a low percentage. And Rosalina's recovery being very interceptable. So that will
we've also already seen it numerous times from the ledge even with the 2-frame.
Tries to go for something cute, but doesn't work out.
Oh, there it is!
The down B kick. As you can see, Zero Suit's down B or Gimp game in general is really good against Rosalina because her recovery has no hitbox, so she has no way to protect herself.
I'm also noticing that Ramses likes to manually pull the trigger on the flip kick a lot.
Yeah, because he knows that move is really hard to punish if he spaces it properly in general.
But does it activate sooner if you do it manually?
Yeah.
Because when I play a little bit Zero Suit, because, you know, interesting character, I don't main or secondary or anything, I never do that because if you let the automatic hit activate, then you will get the spike. If you do it manually, you will get a hit on the side. Of course, it's a really strong hit, so it's definitely the right option there.
The manual hit also has a spike, which actually kills at like percentages like 30%.
Oh, that's insane.
That's insane. That kills really early. So pulling the trigger is good if you know that you're going to get a hit.
Okay.
But it's safer not to, because like if somebody shields or you land on something, like for example a banana or an item in general, you will pop off of it, so you will jump up a little, which is safer than just doing the kick.
And if you're off stage,
and gets to up smash.
Oh, that's it! Wow, from the platform even.
Yep.
And of course, if you manually pull the trigger and you're off stage, you get an extra 3 years of lag. So that should be kind of scary when it comes to getting back on stage.
Definitely.
Well, yeah, Ramses was slowly finding his way back in there, but in the end, the deficit proved too great. And that is one game to Peeko here in losers round 8, which is probably like losers quarters.
Yeah, the winner of this will get top 8. So
okay.
The loser of this will get 9th, and the winner will get into top 8.
That sounds like losers. No, so that's pre-losers quarters.
Yeah, losers quarters is for 5th place.
Okay, fair enough.
So you have loser 8th, and then this is the round before that.
Okay, so the stakes are high.
Yeah, exactly.
Here in losers round 8.
What stage would you pick if you were Zero Suit? Like, I assume that.
Unfortunately, Dave's super rule for Ramses is in effect. I would always go back to Omega if that was allowed.
On Omega.
So he
I would actually go to Battlefield, but I think Peeko bans that.
Yeah, probably. It gives you just less space for Rosa to run away, easier to corner her. Of course, you're really good at chalking.
Yeah, both characters have amazing juggle games on that stage. It's just that Zero's juggle game is like, especially on Rosalina's landing, it's like kind of ridiculous. And if Peeko or Rosalina in general has like no landing options there, and she has to land on platforms, you're kind of screwed because you can just up air all day.
Of course, on Battlefield is much easier to survive those Luma uppers.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and assume Peeko banned that. No, she didn't. Is that Battlefield? Okay, they're going to Ramses' home, so apparently she didn't ban.
Okay. So,
Daar achter de beam.
Peeko being off stage. Finding himself back in neutral, gets the grab. Tries to go for the arrows rip, but doesn't get it. Amazing momentum shift by Ramses. That's what ZSS is really good at, and Ramses as a player also really excels at that. Momentum shifts are really good with ZSS, because if you switch momentum and just go ham, you do a lot of damage.
Yeah, wave bouncing and beam reversing, those side and neutral Ds.
Yeah.
Super useful for mix-ups.
But Ramses is definitely the kind of ZSS that just plays on neutral, and it's kind of uncharacteristic for ZSS to be more of a neutral-heavy character rather than an advantage state character.
Of course, Nairo is basically the face of ZSS Samus, and his style is pretty much hyper-aggression. And getting everything you can out of a single hit.
Yeah, but most ZSS play like that. So it's kind of fun to see a ZSS that's neutral-heavy.
So in this game 3, which he managed to take actually to his favorite stage, Battlefield.
Yeah.
We see him pulling ahead, but only by about 30% now.
Ooh.
Oh, that looked like it would hit.
Yeah, I thought so too, but the jab interrupted. I'm not sure if he actually did the kick. I think he wanted to. Oh, great juggles by Peeko, which is also a disadvantage of this stage for any character, as Rosalina's uppers also get better at this stage.
That's definitely true. However, the largest blast in the game will help you survive those Luma hits.
That down B puts so much pressure on people, because you know that if you get hit by it, you just die quickly. Ooh. Oh, tries to go for the grabbers, but
unfortunately for her, Zero Suit is...
And that's the kick, going to be the kill.
Yeah, Zero Suit is a rather tall character, so a grab release will have her slide along the ground instead of warp into that Luma, basically.
And also, if you pummel while somebody's grab releasing, you basically ground release all the time if you don't mesh jump. So if you just mesh with attack or special or whatever, everything but jump, you will not air release, so she cannot get that. So Ramses just...
Another nice little advantage for Zero Suit in this matchup that most characters don't have. However, it's not going to protect you from a roll-up smash that apparently goes to platforms, as Ramses is now on his second stock like Peeko, but with more than a 50% lead.
Very strong sequence of moves by Ramses. Very good combos. That's a grab. Oh, barely missing that kick.
It's not a true combo, I think, but it's a pretty great set that a lot of people don't see coming.
It's a true combo at a certain percentage if people DI in.
Oh, okay.
If you DI away and air dodge, it's not a true combo. Gets the grab to up air. Oh, and that's going to be the kick. Oh, that's not it.
That's Battlefield coming in for you.
Yeah, exactly. He would have died on every other stage. But he lived.
Yeah. This is, again, Ramses' favorite stage, and apparently Ramses is the stage favorite player, as he really helped him out there.
Yeah, very good counter pick. Gets the charge or the paralyzer on the Luma. I always keep forgetting the names.
Oh no! The returning Luma.
Good grab by Peeko, and
yo, that's devastating, dude.
Yeah, that's going to be big. Oh, grab by Peeko. Tries to go for the back. Oh, the up air. Very good. Good there. Oh, gets the B, but Luma intercepts. So the what's the name? The hitbox extension by Luma that made it take longer for the move to actually be finished. Yeah. Actually says Peeko there.
Allowed her to just float out of the multi-hit.
Yeah. Oh, very good pressure.
Can Ramses keep the damage minimal? Yeah, yes, he can.
Good back air. This is a very close set.
Here it loses round 8. Final game. Both the final stock.
Goes for the down air but doesn't get the read. Ramses not doing anything. Very brave stuff not to air dodge. Very good. Oh, this is so close. Oh, gets a down air.
30%, 20% separating the two.
Oh,
and Ramses takes back the lead.
Oh, gets the up air. Very good stuff by Peeko. Very good awareness that would hit him there. Oh, is Ramses or Peeko going to advance the top 8? Oh, the pressure.
Oh, yo, how did that Luma even hit behind him?
Yeah, exactly. The ridiculous hitboxes on Luma. Oh, tries to go for it. A very smart flip kick. Just keeps doing that. Just flip kick in between Rosalina and Luma, and Rosa has the shield.
And it looks so unsafe, and it probably is, but
Yeah.
Ramses knows exactly when he can find that little opening.
Yeah. Very good stuff. Oh.
Oh,
That gets the up smash, but doesn't kill. The next one will.
That's all just rage, so if he can manage to either bury or stun Peeko and get that boost kick off.
Oh, good damage on Luma here. This is going to be big if he kills Luma.
Yeah, he wants the Luma out of here, as that could spell the end of his stock.
Very patient play by Ramses. Oh, gets a grab.
Luma will interrupt, be careful.
And the fair. Oh, that doesn't kill though. Peeko off stage, which is going to be big if Ramses can do anything with it. As he dies.
Oh, the SD happens.
Ramses will go advancing to top 8. Amazing stuff.
After that crushing returning Luma kill at the second stock, he brings it all the way back and clutches it out. Ramses gets into loser quarters.
Yeah, so he wins once again. And I've been saying for a long time, Ramses actually started playing this game seriously. He was a very well known and very well respected Brawl veteran, and somebody that has definitely knows about this game. And I said like a year ago, if Ramses would play this game seriously, he would be a beast. He would destroy people.
Well, we are seeing the early fruits of that labor right now as he makes it
Exactly.
into loser quarters.
Very talented player, very smart player, definitely